Today, we're going to explore the two simple, fundamental things that true love will always give you.
Think about that for a second. It's such a powerful question, isn't it? That feeling of calm, of safety, where you can just breathe. That's the feeling of home so many of us are looking for. But honestly, in a world that seems to glorify chaos, it can be really easy to miss. And that really brings us to our first big idea, this whole search for home. And we're not talking about the momentary thrill of drama. No, this is about something deeper. It's the search for finding a sense of calm, not chaos, in another person. So here's the crucial point, the thing we often get wrong. We've been taught, maybe through movies and stories, that love is this huge, noisy, dramatic event. But what psychology tells us is actually the exact opposite. Real love isn't about the volume. It's all about the consistency. This brings us to a really important contrast, the core conflict in how we tend to see love. So let's break down this idea of loud love, which is mostly a myth, versus the reality of what we'll call quiet love. I mean, this slide just lays it out perfectly, right? It's the Hollywood version versus what actually builds a connection. On one side, you have that loud love. It's a performance, really. Big, dramatic gestures, needing to be in constant contact, that feeling of fireworks and chaos. But on the other side, you have quiet love. And this is all about quiet consistency. It's not someone begging for your attention. It's someone who just shows up. They create a feeling of stillness, of calm, and most importantly, of genuine emotional safety. And this idea of emotional safety, what does that even mean? Well, it's this. It's the freedom to be completely, 100% unapologetically yourself. Your quiet self, your messy self, all of it. And to know deep down that you won't be judged for it. It's when your soul just feels familiar and welcome to them, not like some kind of problem they have to solve. Okay, so this all sounds good, but how can you actually tell the difference in your own life? How do you separate the loud noise from the quiet, steady care? Well, this brings us to a really practical idea, the test of silence. It's a simple way to find out who's really there for you. It's a simple but, wow, a very revealing little exercise. Step 1, you just pause. Stop being the one who always sends the first text or makes the first call. Step 2, don't explain why you're being quiet. Just let your absence create a bit of space. And then step 3, the easiest and hardest part, just observe. See who notices you've gone quiet. See who reaches out to bridge that little gap. And here's the powerful truth that this test brings to the surface. The people who genuinely value you, who value your presence in their life, they'll notice. They'll feel the shift and they will reach out. Everyone else? They'll just kind of fade away, like background noise you didn't even realize was there. Now, it can be a little painful, for sure, but it replaces illusion with clarity, and clarity is priceless. This quote just gets right to the heart of why this stuff matters so much. A real connection has to go both ways. Love isn't just about how much you can give. It's about a mutual exchange of care. Sometimes walking away isn't a sign that the love is gone. It's a sign that self-love has finally shown up. Okay, so all of this is leading us right to the core idea of this whole explainer. If real love is quiet, if it's consistent, if it's reciprocal, what does it actually look like? What are the non-negotiables? Well, when you boil it all down, a person who truly, genuinely loves you will always give you two fundamental gifts. That's it. Just two. Not this long, complicated list of demands or big, flashy promises. It's actually beautifully and powerfully simple. The first gift is time. And let's be clear, we're not talking about leftover time, the scraps at the end of a busy day. We're talking about intentional time. It's the most valuable thing any of us have. And when someone consistently gives you their presence and their full attention, especially when life gets crazy and messy, it's the loudest way of quietly saying, you are a priority to me. And the second gift is respect. Honestly, this is the absolute foundation of everything. Without respect, you don't really have love. You've got attachment, maybe, or control or something else that's just disguised as love. Respect is what honors who you are as an individual. It values your opinion, and it's what creates that emotional safety we were talking about earlier. So if we put all of these pieces together, what's the big takeaway here? It's really this. Learn to trust patterns over promises. Words are so easy, right? But it's someone's actions over time that tell the real story. And this is what the pattern of true love actually looks and feels like. It just flows. It's steady and peaceful. It isn't a frantic chase or a desperate demand for attention. It's a calm, patient presence in your life that doesn't need to force its way in. And that might be the ultimate truth right there. It's not about the grand declarations or the constant need for proof. It's about who is still there, quietly and consistently, long after all the noise has faded away. It just stays. So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. When you take a step back, when you stop pushing and explaining and always being the first one to reach out, who shows up? Who steps into that silence to find you? Because their actions, that's where you'll find the truest answer of all.